hadn't really been doing much fishing lately. My casting game is... Oh, dude, I got one. No way. Oh, no! Take your time! No! Ooh. Shit, did that thing... what just happened? What the happened?
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to tell you what happened, okay? As with any tournament, there's something to take away with it, okay? You need to learn something every time you hit the water, and this past tournament, I certainly learned something that is going to make me a better angler, and after you guys watch this video and hear what I got to say, should make you a better angler, for sure. If you don't know these things already, just watch it, listen to my story, watch my video, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Number one for me, Excalibur Lipless Crankbait, XR50. Fantastic lipless crankbait, works great for covering water here in Florida, but you need to have sharp hooks, okay? That's number one. A lot of the hooks that come generic on these baits aren't very sharp to begin with, so you should always change your hooks out prior to fishing with that bait if it is not a good sticky hook. These, fortunately, on these Excaliburs, which I like, are very sticky and good sharp hooks, but this bait is very old. I've had this for a long time. It has been banged up in my box. I've caught a lot of fish with it over the years, and the hooks are just not sharp anymore. They're even bent out. I haven't used this bait in years. I just tied it on. I made 4 casts with it at the tournament at 7:15. Hook a 5-pounder, and it comes off right at the boat. Okay, so make sure your hooks are sharp. Okay, don't throw old hooks. You are not going to land as many fish. That's a mistake I made. I'm almost positive it cost us top 3, if not first place finish in that tournament. But that's a mistake I'm going to have to live with. But it makes me a better angler. I'll move on and learn from that. So I'm not too upset about it. Even with the sharp hooks, if I had sharp hooks, the other huge mistake, if you watch the clip, is I horsed that fish. I did not wait for anything. I got the bite, half-assed set the hook, the fish swam towards the boat, wind was blowing, waves were rocking, it was chaos, I really wasn't expecting it. I had popped it off a lily pad stem, and that fish nailed it, and I just reeled in like it was my first fish I've ever caught in my life, reeled it all the way up to the rod tip, gave it, no slack. That fish had all the leverage it needed to make one head shake and swim back down the bottom of Istapoga. So that was terrible. Everybody knows that, to take your time and not reel the fish all the way up. And in the heat of the moment, you make mistakes, and I did. And the combination of that rookie mistake and the dull hooks on my lipless crankbait is why I lost that fish. And again, I think a top 3, or if not first place finish instead of 5th place. But nonetheless, I hope you guys take these tips and apply them, and take them with a grain of salt. It will make you a better fisherman. In the heat of the moment, you forget the simple stuff, okay? So take your time and, make sure your hooks are sharp and don't horse the fish. Simple stuff, and you're going to catch more fish. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
What we do here is go back.
Loud.